Hi, Moro. Hi, Tormy. Tormy. What's up, y'all? It is Matt. Today, we're with the Veloster N. We are currently in West Virginia, partway through our move, and we've been driving the N for a while. It's overdue for an oil change. If you guys don't know, we've owned this thing for a little over 3 years now, which means no more complimentary oil changes, unfortunately. So, we will be doing our own oil today. The Veloster N takes anywhere from 4.8 to 5.2 quarts. Since we will be moving to Vermont, by the way, sight unseen also. We don't know anything about Vermont, we're just moving there because of work. Wish us luck. We have bought 0W30. The Veloster N also calls for 0W30 normally in the manual, but since we'll be in a colder state, we will also be using 0W30. Advanced full synthetic. I've seen a lot of people use Pennzoil full synthetic, 5W30. If you live in a warmer state, you can get away with 5W30. I'm pretty sure you can even do it in a colder state, but manual says 0W30, colder state, so we're gonna do that, 0W30. First thing we're gonna do is pop the hood. All right, so we have our hood popped. All we gotta do is open this up and open this up. That way the oil will have an easy time flowing out of the system. Also, oil filters. Everyone on the forums and online says to use the genuine OEM Hyundai filter. I went to a Hyundai dealership, just asked them for a 6-pack. It was like 70 bucks for 6 of them. Here's the part number. Yeah. Let's get to it. There is a hole down there. It looks like a teardrop, kind of. Back here. Teardrop, see? Yep, this is our oil, right there. There's our drain plug. 17 millimeter. Yeah. We did it.
How do I get this thing on?
It's only supposed to be 25 feet. Here.
Oy, oy, oy.
Are you using impact on this shit?
Oh!
Nice. Nice. Good job. Alright, now we're gonna wait for like 20 minutes. Let it drain all the way out. You didn't strip it at all or like feel weird or anything coming out?
Oh, yeah. There's just one
The impact is this shit on.
hard dunk.
Yeah. I guess I can show you guys my ramps in the meantime because I forgot to tell you guys that we didn't actually jack it. We just needed this. This is enough. If you are a slimmer build, you should be able to get away with this. Just this. Otherwise, what I've seen some people do is they jack it up just a tiny bit so that the suspension lifts up just like a couple more inches than this. Okay, that's pretty much done draining. Next, we have the filter, which is under this circle one here. I can probably feel it. Yeah, I can feel it from here. It's right here.
It's just... May I have a paper towel ready?
Where'd the filter go? You dropped it?
Yeah.
In there? It's like, this air filter placement's perfect. It'll just drop right out. Nope.
Alright. I got it.
Still finds a way to mess it up. This is the new filter. Okay. Open this. So we're gonna want to lube this outer gasket here with oil, new or old, really doesn't matter that much. I've learned it as old, but I've seen more people do it with new. And now you're gonna twist it on hand tight. And your hand tight should be good enough.
I dropped it.
You're so funny.
At least you can joke about it.
You think she's good? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go.
Clean this thing up a bit.
I'll check the tightness when you're tightening this, the drain plug. You have the drain plug?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ready for the torque.
And then the 25 foot-pound. Good. Okay, so this is the oil capacity for the Hyundai Veloster N. Very strange, by the way. If your dipstick says 2 GPA, that means you have 4.8 liters. If your dipstick says 2 GPB, that means your dipstick has 5.2 liters. So we are going to check. It should be 26611 2GPB, I'd assume, is because our car is a newer one. So we're gonna check the dipstick right here. It's like right here. Right there. It says the part number 26611 2GPB0. So that means that this car has a capacity of 5.2 liters. So it was 1 quart. So viscous at its 0.30. So I am the smoothest, silkiest oil.
Is ready for Vermont.
Oh, Tommy. Aww.
Reach around. No, reach around. Try that one again.
Oh, Tommy, my toaster. Hi, Tommy Toaster. Oh, baby. That's 3?
That's 3. He says, that's my blanket. That is your blanket, my son. Am I supposed to be holding it this way?
Don't mad. I've always held them the other way. It feels like
that's how I was holding it earlier too.
I feel like I would drop it.
What are these ridges for then? Is it just for like grabbing it off of a shelf? Right? Because these are textured. This design is here for a reason.
I don't know.
Is this for gripping while you're pouring, or is it just for grabbing off a shelf?
Maybe gripping while you're pouring. Because people's hands.
Well, now I'm holding it with 2 hands instead of 1. So for me, it's not effective, but that could be user error.
Do be aware when referencing this manual, if you have a Veloster N, that these are in liters, okay? Which means 5.5 quarts. What we're gonna do is pour 5, give it a start, and then probably pour the other half. That's fit?
That is 5.
Okay. Alright, we are going to roll off these ramps, get an accurate reading of the oil. It should probably be reading half-ish. If I am inferring correctly, it should be reading half, about. Which we should then be able to pour another half quart, and we'll be good. Alright, let's check this level here. Yep. So we're about there. Here's full. Here we are. So we're gonna pour in, about another half quart. Almost half quart, and then we should be good. That was like 5.4 quarts, which I'm pretty sure was what we wanted, right? 5.495 is what it says. So, okay, let's try that. Give it another start, let it run for like 2 to 3 minutes. Until it idles. Turn it off, double check it, check again. And we should be good. Down and okay, come check with me. One more check. Yep, full.
Nice job.
You can see it stops like right here. Pulls like right there. Really, basically right there, so should be alright. Veloster's been running for a while. It's great. There's one thing still that we have to do. When we turn on the car, it'll show this thing as a service interval. You gotta do it, whatever. There. Service interval minus 760. It says I'm 760 over. Okay, we're gonna go to vehicle. And then we're going to go to convenience. And then there's service interval. I don't know why it's there. And rear wipers on the outside, but we go to service interval. There we can see. Enable service interval. Distance. Enter the service reminder. So we're gonna say 3,000 miles. There we go. Duration is 6 months. 6 months. Okay. So every 3,000 miles or 6 months, we'll do 4,000 miles. Okay, 4,000 miles every 6 months. We've reset it already, right? I don't know, let's just press it again. There, service interval has been reset. Now, whenever I start my car, turn it on and off again. No more service interval warning. Yay! Yay! We are cold. West Virginia is cold-ish right now. Vermont's gonna be colder, but we are done. Ready to do the rest of our road trip and to move to Vermont and drive through this cold weather.
Get some fresh oil.
Fresh oil, 030, fresh filter. You guys can do it. We did it. We ran into problems per usual. Never as easy as it sounds, but we did it. We're done. Oil change. First one without complimentary oil change on the N. We're out there now alone, on our own. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. Peace out. We'll see you in Vermont.